how do you get athletes to actually show up to seminars and workshops? All right, so thank you for asking that, Jesse. Yes, when I was in the role, sessions were a little more mandatory at the time. They are not mandatory at the high school level and at the collegiate level. And since sessions are not mandatory, we have to find a way to get the athletes there, right? Because this can be tough. If we have a speaker coming, if we have companies coming and nobody shows up, that's always bad ball, right? And so what I had to do when this happened, and this is how I went about it, is I had to remove myself from what I want to give them. These are things, I think this program would be cool. I think this would be great. I think this would be great, right? But what can we do? What will they show up to see? And what I would do is I would create programming on what they're gonna show up to see, what would get them here. And then in that title, I would put in the foundations of what I wanted, right? I put the foundations of what I wanted. One way, Jesse, and anybody looking at this, mandatory sessions to get athletes to show up voluntary to sessions, because they're not mandatory anymore, is food. Get food there. They'll come for food. They'll come for food. Hey, just want to let y'all know we got some programming Thursday night. Before we go to program, we're going to have lunch for you all. Lunch will be blah, 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 blah. And then we'll go into some quick programming. You all will get what you need. Excited to provide value to you all. But I just want to let you know we got programming on Thursday. We'll have so-and-so for lunch. This person's going to bring, the programmer will be this. This is how it's going to help you. This is how it's going to provide value. Because you all have come to my office and asked me about this. You and you and you and you and you. You asked about it. So come here. It's here. I'm answering what y'all asked about. You say you aren't heard, so you're heard now. You see how I did that, right? I talked to them about food's going to be there. I talked about value, how value is in their lives. Hey, I heard you. You asked about it. I want to see you there, right? And you kind of walk them down there. I talked about this in the 4th day of player development, which you all can see here, where I talked about someone asked, how do you use data to program intentionally? And one thing I did at the University of Houston is we took what the players wanted.